grew up in a housing project. When I was born, my parents didn't speak English.
And my folks did not have a lot of cash reserves, so they were raising a family and financing a small house.
They had 7 kids, and the expense was just something that they couldn't put their mind around.
I would have all of the emotional support in the world, but it certainly was not within the domain of affordability.
When I first started thinking about college, my family was excited, of course, but I think it was really a taboo topic because the thought of the expense can be so overwhelming.
You worry about, am I out here on my own doing this that no one's ever done before, and can anyone back home or in the neighborhood relate to what I'm doing?
Access provides trusted advice and support to young people and families who are going through this for the first time in their lives.
I worked every semester, every year that I was in college. There was an expectation that that was a part of the deal.
I have been working since I was 13, just given my family circumstances. And my father would say, well, how are you gonna go to college and how are you gonna pay for it? And I said, I'll find a way.
It's really critically important that young people and families have support and advice when they take in so much of this information related to how to pay for college.
They had to leave it to the high school to make the recommendations about college. Neither of them had been to college. It wasn't a norm in the neighborhood.
My parents didn't really understand English that well in terms of reading forms and filling them out, so I really relied on myself and my high school.
Unfortunately, I didn't benefit from a lot of conversations about college or a lot of process around what it would take and what it would look like.
Paying for college will be the second largest financial transaction in most people's lives.
I really do think you need a social support network and coaches at your side that really help you to understand the realities of these economics.
An organization like Access is absolutely critical, and these kids are so fortunate to have this organization at their fingertips.
When they talk about helping kids make fiscal decisions about going to school, I think that's incredibly useful.
We are 17, 18, 19 years old, whatever, and it's their first time away from home, and it's scary, and it's exciting.
I think it's okay to acknowledge that it's not easy, it's hard, but that you can still do it, and that you shouldn't be discouraged from trying.
There were plenty of times, almost every semester, until they gave me that piece of parchment that I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to the other end of that part of the journey. One will fail every once in a while. You know what? It's okay to fail. It's okay to stumble. People will be there to help you up.
As first-generation college graduates, we are part of what we're tasked to do is set an example and to provide that guidance going forward for generations to come.
The First One campaign is an opportunity to shine a bright light on Boston's great first-generation college graduates who are the first in their families, have overcome numerous obstacles to get to and through college, and now are taking that opportunity that they had and are using it to better our community.
There's lots and lots of pride in being the first one. To have overcome barriers and obstacles and to be the pioneer in your family, wow, I think there's a lot of pride in that.
The basic notion in our family was that all progress occurs through education.
My college degree has made me more confident and made me more willing to take chances.
When I got that diploma, I felt tremendous sense of accomplishment.
I'm a capable person, and I have jumped this hurdle, and I can show you that I belong on this playing field.
I remember thinking my mind, watch me. You just watch me.
You can do anything you want to do. If you set your mind to it, you can do it. And I've heard those words in my brain over and over and over again throughout life. Whenever I want to give up, I think, nope, I can do this.
The brightest thing I can recall from that day was the smile on my mother's face. Because that's how I know whether or not I've done well.
I attend all the Northeastern graduations, and you can see and almost predict where first in the family situations are going on. There is a different kind of excitement about it.
I had a better appreciation for being a first one on graduation day, more so than any other time before or after. And it was through a greeting card I received from my older sister that said on the cover, "Waiting for your name." And I almost lost it just thinking about her. I think it was through that greeting card that it really hit me. I'm the first one, and that means a lot to the people around me.
If you travel this pathway and you reach the end of this journey, there are going to be a whole lot of people who are going to be smiling for you because you have done well for yourself, done well by them. And most importantly, they know that you have now positioned yourself to take even more exciting journeys.